KPI stands for Key Performance Indicator.
Okay.
KPI is something that you want to get familiar with and comfortable with, because it's going to tell you, it's going to be kind of like a diagnostics check, and it's going to tell you where are possible leaks within your process. Because whether it's a refinance or it's a purchase, at the end of the day, the process is still systematic. So it's still the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it starts off from what? It starts off from contact, whether it's self-gen or business provided, right? Like inbound or outbound, basically. It starts from initial contact to then a credit report. So that's KPI 1, right? And you want to understand what that is, because it'll let you know how many opportunities you're giving yourself chances at bat per day. Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to show you how this formula works, but when you find out that, let's say, 5 contacts, of the 5 contacts, you're at least pulling credit on 1. Why not pull credit on all 5? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then from the credit report, then the next KPI is credit report to lock. So how many of the credit reports do you actually convert to a lock? And then the next KPI, again, is from lock to submission. So that depends on your limitations. If you're able to lock a loan without having full steps, or if you're required to first have full steps before you lock a loan. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, those 2 will be 1 if you're restricted to first having a package before you lock it, right? And then the final KPI is how many of those that you subbed are actually funding. So that in itself is an X-ray. And what we got to work on first is, with 2 loans in the pipeline that are locked, just coming out of, and we're still technically kind of in it when you look at the big picture, is that you only have 2 locks, right? So here's the good news, is that you are paid very handsomely, right? So what's your, can I ask, for loan amount?
Between 75 and 125.
Okay. All right. And then the location that you're out of, where are you?
I'm in Orange County.
Sweet. You got nice fluffy loan amounts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So here's the cool thing. So once you identify the first KPI, you then actually dig a layer deeper, and then you figure out, okay, where am I getting my contacts from? Right? So it's not like your 6 pre-approvals that are out shopping right now. Those are already contacts. You made contacts. I'm not going to call them again, and that's my outbound for the day. Does that make sense? So whether you find 2, 4, or 5, or 8 contacts that you contact and you network, and you say, hey, we got this campaign that we're actually just launching within the Orange County area, and it's pretty cool. I want to see if I can maybe get you qualified for it because we did business with you in the past, or because you are, a realtor within this area, and we have a campaign to strengthen our relationship as the market corrects itself and we move into a new market.
Connected to SalesRemastered.